Hello, hello. So here you can see that I rebuilt Skool.com in Notion so that if I want to add another community, I just go to Communities and I can go here and click Add New. And I can add a new community that I'm an owner of. I can add a community that I'm a member of. I can add a new community that I want to join but haven't joined. And I can add a new community that's either a customer or partner as an example. And I can sort these accordingly. When I create new communities, I can either have it go through a fully automated sequence, a semi-automated sequence, um, or completely manual. So like a project like Imagine OS, um, you can see here that I really love and care about this project. Let me add a view real quick. So I want classroom and I want courses and pages, and I want to filter this by Imagine OS. Done. Add filter. Community. And that is its own community. So search Imagine OS. Perfect. Okay, so now I have a view that shows me just the lessons related to Imagine OS here. So basically this is the project. Here's all the thumbnail images for the courses, and then inside of each course we have multiple pages or lessons, right? So these are, for instance, this would be a lesson, and I can fill in the data there. Whereas, this is the course, and it has a thumbnail and so on. I'll get into this later, but we could also see which members are in there and more. So anyways, this is a system that I can start to build templates for, and every time I launch a new course, here is a new course template that we can customize with AI or manually. Inside of each course, there's new folder, new page inside of folders, new resource link, new resource file, transcript, and community post that you can put inside of each page. I've got a folder here for team trainings, which are private course inside of every group that we launch for when you recruit team members. Any members that are in the pipeline for that group, calendar related to that community, posts related to the community. So every time you create a new community, there's 4 major posts that we pin to the top, such as join the team, introduce yourself, start here, book a one-on-one call. And then I can drop in a standardize example post so that it will auto-generate based on the name of the course and the contents of the community, I should say. Anything related to production. So here I can go back to, well, I won't worry about that right now, but that's kind of like the process of auto-generating videos such as TikTok and promotional videos all the way through to the About Us video. And it can even turn lessons to videos, sales pipelines, funnels, and so on. So building out this pretty complex system inside of Notion, and you can see here that I can go directly to the classroom view or the calendar for everything. I can sort it by a certain topic, all kinds of stuff. But I'm really being thorough on everything it takes to launch a course on autopilot. Here you can see plan, design, recruit, scrape, setup, promote, create. So it auto creates all the blog posts, all the videos, all social posts, all course and lessons, all events, all email copy, all AI trainings, all school posts, and so on. And it can create approval sequences and whatnot accordingly. So that's kind of the system that I'm building here. I also, if I scroll down, we can go down to the agency aspect. So we have the ability to also deliver services like an agency. So these would be like upsells and things like that that we can rebrand and white label to each individual community. So that gives them things that they can upsell as services, whether it's being done automatically or by hiring a team and so on. So that's that. I also will show one more thing here. It's kind of cool. So here you can see, as an example, I started using AI to generate and tell me which influencers I should reach out to and build auto schools for. And here you can see that I even have it automatically filling in things like what's a new name for the school that we're recommending, or setting up for them and seeing if they want to take it over. What's a one-liner description, 3 reasons why they would say yes, a sample tweet to them to get their attention, whether or not we can reach those people, and then things like, let's see here, 3 or 5 event names that we could put on the recurring event calendar, a sample image prompt for that influencer so that when we create image thumbnails and stuff, we're following a similar prompt every time, and so on. So very, very cool stuff. This is just a start, but as you can tell, this is in Notion, and while the thumbnails are cool, I'm kind of stuck with the design of Notion. Thus, if I go over to Canva, and I'll pull up a recent presentation that I worked on. So this was back when I was focused on how to monetize Circle, and then I switched my focus over to Skool because it seems to be growing faster and a better platform. But if I go down towards the end here, you'll see that I've taken a lot of my concepts and a lot of my planning around launching multiple schools and turned it into some UI designs. So what's my schedule, whether it's a task or showing up for a live event or giving a class or taking a class? What's my team size, my affiliate money? How many affiliates do I have? How many affiliates am I a part of? What circles or schools have I started? And obviously it'll be much more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be a school for writers, a school for people who want to build communities, school for chess, school for Notion, school for yoga, etc. Here I get into what templates we include, so posts, slides, strategies, ads, funnels, messages, forms, SOPs, and other things, and all those templates get auto-customized to the school. Recruiting, so the pipeline for recruiting customers, team members, vendors, and partners, my contracts, so as I bring aboard team members, whether it's work for hire or people who I would be sharing profit share with or whatever, what is the status of the contracts with them in the recruiting pipeline? What are my tasks to do next, doing and done? What are my objectives? And then what's the timeline in Gantt view? So that's the major front screen for this school building app. And then here you can see I've got a dashboard for an individual school so that it filters down to just that school. Every time you want to build a new school, you go through a series of steps. This is low res, but basically what are the steps inside of Circle or Skool to create a new community? What are the steps to create a design kit? What are the steps to create marketing system? And then other steps like LLC, bank account, and cap table. Then you get into the posting and commenting templates. So we have a whole bunch of post and comment templates that you would basically be able to click on one or auto-generate all the ones it recommends. Double check the drafts that AI recommends for you, edit as needed, or assign it to someone on your team, and then move on accordingly. So that is that. Let me put that back in the middle. Okay, cool. And then here's the next row. So strategy guide. So basically, I think that's about building the business plan and the financial model and knowing what phase you're in of launching a school. Here is cold outreach. And then, so this would be a list of funnels and an actual funnel map for each funnel. Live events calendar, so different types of live events. And I apologize, this is blurry here. I'll do this again with a less blurry example, but it's kind of nice because it just lets me speed through it. And then partnership agreements and editing suite or editing tools or editing process to track how we take live content and turn it into a bunch of clicks, turn it into evergreen, repurposable content. So that's that. And here you can see all of those UI wireframes that I did. I even have another one here that's a shortcut kit. So set up pre-sales page, write outreach scripts, get prospects to the sales page, set up Circle, or in this case, Skool, and prep for week 1. Sweet. And here I was just sketching out a new idea for another UI. So that is the basics of what I've started with wireframing. And as you can tell, it is like a full-on system. And what's great is I've already done a lot of the work here in Notion. And in theory, I can use something like Notion or Airtable because everything integrates with it and can pull data from the database. So if I create a front end in something like either Bubble or Power Apps. I can connect it to Notion with the backend. I can connect Notion then to Zapier to make to whatever for integrations and AI connections and so on, and autopilot the AI-based system for basically requesting things like ChatGPT prompt versus the AI prompt or versus the Notion prompt, sending a script that goes into a column and sending that script out to a AI video creator, having that video come back, creating a button for approvals and assigning it to the right person and so on. It's pretty intense, but very exciting process. And what's cool is even for like the funnels and the go high level snapshots, as we build out the all of the custom fields inside of Notion and autofill the custom fields, then those custom fields can autofill landing pages in Go High Level, can autofill email sequences in Go High Level, can really start to autofill snapshots in Go High Level. So that's the big picture, and thank you for watching. And that's an intro to Auto School and an intro to the process of creating a front end for the Auto School system. And obviously I have so much more to share, but that's probably a good place to stop and a good intro. Thanks so much.